I don't want to be in Los Angeles anymore. I don't want to be here. Will somebody get me out of here, please? Like, get me the fuck out of Los Angeles, because I don't want to be here. No, maybe that triggers some people. I don't fucking know. I really don't care. But I do care. But I don't care, because this is my truth. And I'm just putting it out there. Today is February 17th. Oh, it is about 10 a.m. Can you see the time? Is it making me twist all wicked and wow? Oh, I popped my neck real nice. And today I'm going to talk about me having literally no energy in being in this place while being in this place. Los Angeles. I just literally, if I'm to kind of try and recap everything for you and why I would come to this place, I've lived a life that has been lacking in support, actual genuine care and love. And all that conditional preparation to get me to expect and be this thing, and I just went the opposite direction, and I said authenticity in myself and my relationships was so much better, and it's so much more healing. And what I found is I just keep getting confronted by more and more challenges that require me to have support, to have care in my life. And genuinely, I haven't been able to really get something that would give me some sort of foundational support to let me be and set me free. So I've been pushed out of Los Angeles, and by every means, everything that built up to that, all the unwelcoming people, all the unwanting people, it's okay. I totally understand. I totally accept you as you are. But hey, all the betrayals, all the people who didn't consider me, who thought about themselves, it's okay. I understand. It's totally fine. And this is my life. I have yet to lead it how I need to. And the hard part about all this is that I'm not only challenged with a physical situation here, being here, but also physically, my situation is pending homelessness. And my health is pending like you need support, like right now, because it's a manifestation of not having support, which really sucks. But let's get into the story. So most recently, I was unlawfully arrested, unlawfully evicted, and the person that happened to call the cops on me, this older lady in her 50s who happened to be a paralegal, someone I was seeing regularly for about a couple weeks every night, she just decided to call the cops. And there was no reason for it, but she did it. And this is why I was arrested. This is why I was evicted. And lost everything because she filed a restraining order with a false report. And that report was unlawfully filing a restraining order. So, unlawful arrest, unlawful eviction, unlawful restraining order. All three of these things can only happen in Los Angeles, California. It can only happen in California. It's prison state, right? So I spent over a month in jail. And that experience was just fine. Fantastic. I actually learned, I actually grew, I actually evolved. I was meant to meet some people in there who were interested in supporting me. But hey, man, everybody's going through their own thing, man. The crazy thing is that one of the promises I made in there, somebody's going to help me with my health and take care of my medical challenges, and is going to help literally like revitalize and revive me so I can live my life and be free. All right? So with that promise, that's why I wear this wristband here. I still have it, my jail band, because, well, first off, this message, this logo here, it means truth and unity, which essentially is the family of truth that I want to create, which when truth and unity combined creates healing, and healing creates love in your relationships. So together we can unite the family of truth. Super, right? So I made a promise to that person who's going to help me, but basically until that promise is fulfilled, where my health is resolved and I can go out and live my life, I'm pending trying to buy myself as much time as possible until that happens. The crazy thing is that this person's in jail, and they've been in there for quite some time now. So I'm basically having faith in an outcome that I cannot see happening, or how it's going to happen, or when it's going to happen. But when they get out, because they're fighting a trial that literally people should just let it go. Like, he shouldn't even be charged with these things. It's basically so horrible how bad the system is here. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about anything while you're in there. For you, for anybody. And, you know, they're making money. Cool. They're not really helping people. Jail's not there to help people. And nobody's getting better. And people are getting stuck there inside the court system, not being able to be let go. So I have my faith in something that is one possible outcome for me to have my health. And it's awesome, because it's the one person in my entire life who came to me and said this without me even asking. He said, I'm going to help you. Pertaining to my health, this is like the biggest thing that would change my life. So it opened my heart so much, if you can imagine. And I believe this person, I call him Pop, is going to change my life. Also, my life is going to be changed by being a part of his life. Cool, right? And with that, ever since I got out, I've been having to deal with pending homelessness. Let's just say my family's not the most welcoming as it could be, and there's always expectations, right? You understand that? Okay. So these expectations and rules and things that cannot be met because they're always changing and nothing will ever please or satisfy them. Well, I'm not even wanted in the first place, nor are my health challenges even believed to be there, so there's complete invalidation. And it doesn't matter how vulnerable I get. Those people can't be vulnerable with me. They can't even accept the truth. So it's like talking to somebody that's going to trip out and get triggered and not even be able to have an actual conversation, let alone have a direct communication. Like, literally, you ask them a question. Where did the cat come from? After the cat disappeared for the whole day, and the kitten has never been out like that before. Never escaped, never been out in the wild, but it comes back from the heart of nature, baby, to be at your, to return home, and you ask, where did it come from? And they can't answer it. They can't answer it. They literally give all these reasons why not to answer it, and will not answer it. Like, that's any conversation with these people, whom I was raised with, and that's also why I have these health challenges, because my health was invalidated. The pains that concerned me from being a young child were invalidated, and it was never resolved, so it's grown. And it's grown over a period of 10 years, which, if you can imagine, that's now chronic. That's now close to half my lifetime. And it's like, it's a part of my identity now. How do I feel anything different from this pain so that I can be somebody else that is not pain and identified with life and potential and all that actually is? Like, it's hard. Yeah. So I need some help, and I'm looking forward to that help from Pop, you know. In addition to this, when I say pending homelessness, I was taken care of by the night that I was released from jail. I had a place to stay, but, you know, as time presses on, people become more conditional. I've already been through homelessness for 9 months, back in 2019 to 2020, and I got out right when COVID hit, and they were telling people to lock it down. I got out right then, and it was amazing. But the way things are going and the way these people are, my blood, they really don't want me. And nobody within the entire family will actually acknowledge my pain. So that's the real pain of all of this, is that nobody cares about how I'm actually doing. to the extent that they won't believe me. They'll ask for documentation about my health stuff, but even though it's visibly there, and nobody will take a look at me, my whole body is just, and you can see it within my spine, you can see it within my balance, the way I walk. It's so bad, but I'm alive, I'm okay, I look fine, but if you take a closer look, you can tell. And I'm not going to get in detail with all the health stuff. Like, it's too much of a story. It's too sad, too frustrating, too pitiful. It's too, like, how the fuck does this even happen to a person? That's what it's like. That's what my story's like. How the fuck does that even happen? What had to happen to you? How is that even possible? Like, how did you even get here is my story. But the point of the story is, I want a place to go. I want to be welcomed. I want to be loved. I want to be received. Because come the end of this month, close to there, I am going to be homeless again, as far as I know. I was given 30 days. And I want nothing to do with LA. This place, it's worn itself out. The last straw was me getting arrested for something that I didn't do, which I was pinned with resisting arrest, but the first charge was battery on a police officer. Now, why would I do that why would I go about hitting cops when there's a sheriff's station right across the street from where I live? Only a fool would do that. And then they get me a resisting arrest charge as well on top of that. So I'm gonna have to fight all that and deal with that and what have you. But that's a part of something else. I've already gone through a whole case of resisting arrest and getting arrested. Night 2 of homelessness on my first run for 9 months when I was homeless back in 2019 to 2020. My night 2, I was arrested. Can you believe that? That was my introduction to homelessness. And I fought that case for 7 months and came out innocent. What a trip, man. I could have hardened my heart. I could have stopped myself from being open-hearted and loving the world, but instead, I chose to open. I chose to love. I chose to accept all that was. I chose not to be hurt by these instances. I chose to induce and create vulnerability through all that I was doing and be me freely and not care about what other people think and just love. So here I am at it again, round 2 of homelessness. And I want nothing, I mean it, nothing to be or to do with this place, except for this one promise that I have, which is going to help me be in the right place. Bodily, physically, all that good stuff. That's what I want. But as far as me going out and living my mission, living my vision, I feel so pained by having to continue without help and support. Because the whole life story has been detrimentally affected by pain and more pain through maturation, where I've understood that I have to love myself and I have to communicate to connect with myself. And you know, a lot of what I had to overcome was this challenge of trying to be understood within the relationships of other people so that they would accept me. But then I found out, my own personal happiness, I can have it by understanding myself. I don't need that from somebody else. Because there was a whole lot of proving, a whole lot of becoming someone I'm not, and I had to break all those barriers and overcome that, right? So, just fast forward this entire process. I really want nothing to do with Los Angeles. Like, I'm done here. I come back at some other time to deal with whatever I need to do. But the only thing I'm holding on to is that promise for my health, for my future. And that's pending until somebody gets taken care of and I can make contact with them, or they can make contact with me. And then I'm going to be able to live my life. So really what I want is love and support within my relationships. Whomever may be reading this, maybe seeing this, maybe it's nobody. That's okay. But I have the energy of buying a plane ticket right now and leaving. I want nothing to do with this place. So if anybody has some sort of intentional community, something more earthy, something more loving, something more truthful and unifying, I think that's what I want to be a part of. I think that would make me feel good. And I think that would be the direction that I need to follow if I'm to live out my calling at this point, because it is my number one desire to have love and support right now. And if I can't get that, I don't know how I'm going to continue feeling joyful building my empire, because my mission right now, I literally feel my mission can wait because I'm in so much pain. My mission can wait until I have love and support. It's funny. It's so funny. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you know that thing? Yeah. Well, it was crazy because I was writing an album and writing a book while I was homeless the first several months out of 9 months. I was mentally and emotionally prepared for that shit, for that universal challenge to come my way. And my gosh, I was defying the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and what they need to put in there, if they don't have it, I don't know if they have it, they need to put connection as like the number one, like all the way at the bottom. You need to have some sort of human connection. And it's crazy. I was doing it all alone, and then I met some people, but wow. So even before all that other stuff, I want love and connection. I want support, and I'll have it. I want it. I deserve it, and I'll get it. And I think someone out there has the opportunity for me. Hopefully this energy doesn't come off as hateful and aggressive. It's just, I'm done. I have no reason to be here. I'm just honestly expressing it. And I want to go. Somebody take me away. Somebody uplift me. I don't want to be here. So, if you have any opportunities available, let me know. Thank you. And I love you, beautiful soul. Keep taking care of the world, okay? You'll do great.